Good morning, student. Today we will study about the properties of the complex number, that is associative property and other is commutative property. First we will study about the associative property, but before studying about the associative property, let's go through from some basics that why we study about the complex number. What is the need of the complex number? Up to the 10th class we have studied about the real numbers, but why up to the 11th class real numbers are insufficient? See, we will study with the help of an example. See, I have taken example x square plus 3. After solving this equation, I will get the result x square is equals to minus 3. Is there any number whose square can give us a negative number? This is not possible. So solution of this type of the equation is not possible in the real number. That's why Euler, first mathematician, solved this type of the equation using a new symbol, that is iota. It is denoted with the I, and its name is iota. To overcome this type of the problems, when the square of any number will give us a negative number, so we will not able to solve, because the rule of the quadratic equation is any number having the square will give us the two factors or the two roots, but this equation will not be solved further. So solution of the equation cannot be the real number. So in the real number it does not exist. The solution will not exist. We have studied all the real numbers contain natural number, whole number, integer, rational numbers and irrational numbers. This was up to the real number, but now we take one more step. After the real number, there is a complex number. It is denoted with the C. C is a complex number. It will contain overall real number as well as other solution which is not possible for this type of the equation. So let's study about the iota. Iota having the value root minus 1. In this above equation, if I will split it into the two factors minus 1 multiplied by 3, then this root minus 1 will give me the iota. It is a value stand for the iota which the Euler has introduced. Iota having the value root minus 1. If I will multiply iota 2 times, it will give me the value minus 1. So number iota and its real multiples are called imaginary number. Imaginary number which is not a real number, which is not a part of the real number. It is imaginary number, separate from the real number. So if we talk about the complex number, it is a mixture of real number as well as the imaginary number. I have write the iota here. A and B are itself a real number, but when I write the B along with iota, it will become imaginary number. Z is denoted complex number and it is always in the form of the real plus imaginary number. See, I have taken two letters from the word real. Real, RE stand for the real of the Z. So what is the real part of the Z? Z is a complex number and the real part of the Z is the A. Imaginary part of the Z complex number is the B. I will not write here iota. Iota is just showing it is a complex number. It is the imaginary number. So I'm writing B only. So these are some examples for the complex number. Complex number is in the form of the 3 plus 2 iota. 3 is a real and this is the imaginary part. 4 is real minus 5 iota is the imaginary part. So this was a basic that why we are using the complex number. What is the need of the complex number? When real number become insufficient to solve the equation, quadratic equation or any other equation, then we introduce a complex number which will help to solve this type of the equations. So let's move to the associative property. Here I have taken one more example. See, this is the form of the complex number. So you can say this is a form of the complex number, but here imaginary part is 0. So it will become only real number where the imaginary part is equals to 0. So therefore we observe that all the real number can be the complex number, but all the complex number cannot be real numbers. So keep it in the mind, students, because it will help me in the example further on. So let's study about the associative property. So associative property of the complex number having the two types of the algebraic operation. First is addition and other is multiplication. In the addition, I will simplify in the simple way just to understand deeply. So let's start, students. In the addition property, I have write 5 plus 3 plus 2. Same on the right hand side. I want to add it. So on the left hand side, first I will add 5 and 3. But on the right hand side, I don't want to do as on the left hand side. I want to add first 3 and 2. So in this way, I'm getting 8 plus 2. 5 as it is. 3 plus 2 is 5. But on the both hand side, left and right, I'm getting the result is same. So what I'm observing if we will add in this way, in the two different ways, and the results are same, it means real numbers hold the associative property because the results are same, whether I'm adding in two different ways. So it was a simple example just to understand. I will continue for the complex number. Now, if I want to continue for the complex number, I will take an example of this type. Here I have this first complex number which is in the form of the a plus b iota. This is also in the form of a and b iota. So this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So if we talk about the addition, how we can add the two complex number, the simple way to add two complex numbers are add real with real, add imaginary with imaginary. You can't add real with imaginary. If we understand this thing with the help of this axis, this is the real axis, this is the imaginary axis. If I'm going toward the real axis, so up to this is 5. If I will take more step, then that will also toward the real axis, not toward the imaginary axis. And if I'm going toward the imaginary axis, then I will go along imaginary only, not toward the real. So this is the way to understand that why we will add real with real and imaginary number with imaginary number. So in this way, I have put the brackets here just to show that on the left hand side, I'm going to add first two complex number, but on the right hand side, I will not add first and second, I will add second and third. So this is the two ways to add two complex number, three complex numbers. So how I will add? I will add real. What is a real value? In the first complex number is 5. And in the second complex number, it is of 2. So I will add 5 and 2. It will become 7. Right? And this is 3 iota. This is the imaginary and this is also imaginary. So we will add both. If I have taken 3 steps toward the imaginary and then 3 steps back on the imaginary axis, it will become 0 because 3 steps forward and 3 steps backward, it will give me the same position as the initial position. So 3 iota and minus 3 iota give me the 0 iota. I have copied this 7 plus 4 iota as it is. On the right hand side, I have added in the similar way real with real and imaginary with imaginary. So in this way, I have copied this. I'm getting 9 plus 1 iota. So ultimately, I will use addition in between the two complex number. Again, 7 is real. Here 7 is also real. I will add 7 with 7. I will get 14. 0 with 4. I will get 4 because both are imaginary, containing iota. Any number containing iota is imaginary, as I have told you. So on the right hand side, I'm adding in the similar way. So what I'm concluding both the results are same. Whenever both the results are same, when I'm adding with the two different ways, two different methods, then I can say the complex number hold associative property because the results are same. If I will get result different, then I cannot say the complex number holds associative property. So now we will talk about the general form of this addition. In the general form, I have write this type of the equation. I have taken you can say 5 as a 5 as a, 3 as a b, 2 as a c, and in this way I have taken different notation just to write in the general form. So this is the first complex number. I have denoted with the z1. Z is a complex number. 1 means first complex number, and this is the second complex number, and this is the third complex number. So we will add using the distributive property. So let's do it further on.